Wondering what critics are saying about the hottest films right now? We've got you covered. Hey guys, it's Phoebe with WatchMojo. We got to go to the Toronto International Film Festival this year and see some highly anticipated movies.
Alright, have it your way.
Let's take a look at some of our reviews. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
After the hugely successful 2018 documentary Won't You Be My Neighbor, one would think that the new biographical film about the icon Mr. Rogers would be unnecessary. Luckily, director Mariel Heller gives at least 100 reasons why Rogers' story should be retold for years to come.
We are trying to give the world positive ways of dealing with their feelings.
Tom Hanks, the nicest man in Hollywood, is cast as Rogers, the nicest man anywhere, and pulls in a performance that really gets to the heart of what makes the children's show host a true icon of pop culture. The film itself is a cathartic experience, loosely adapting the story of journalist Tom Junod, seen in the movie as Lloyd Vogel, played by Matthew Rhys, a man who refuses to confront the troubles in his life, including his toxic relationship with his father. Researching the saintly figure in Mr. Rogers, Vogel is forced to see all of his problems in a different light, which makes the movie feel very much like a therapy session with Rogers himself.
You okay?
Profiling Mr. Rogers.
Lloyd, please don't ruin my childhood.
The Lighthouse. It may be a little tough to talk about this one, mostly because we're not exactly sure what we even watched.
Tell me, what's a timberman want with being a wickie?
Just looking to earn a living, just like any man. Starting new.
On the run.
But for all you fans of Robert Eggers' 2015 horror film The Witch, The Lighthouse is even more of the same nightmarish period piece magic. This time, Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe drive the entirety of the film as lighthouse keepers at each other's throats, and once you get past the sometimes hard to understand sailor dialect that's featured throughout the film, The Lighthouse is a hypnotic roller coaster of insane performances and stunning cinematography.
Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow!
Eggers is a master of creating an authentic setting, making it hard to believe that this movie was shot in 2018 and not from a previous era. Horror fans will be pleased with some of the film's more psychological scares, and the film's ending is sure to cause debate for years to come. Be on the lookout for WatchMojo's Ending Explained video around the movie's wide release.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.
Knives Out.
I suspect foul play. I have eliminated no suspects.
Taking cues from the likes of Agatha Christie and Clue the movie, Rian Johnson's new ensemble murder mystery film is an absolute must-see.
I mean, this whole thing kind of comes from my love of Agatha Christie, and growing up for me, it was the ones with Peter Ustinov as Poirot. So Death on the Nile and Evil Under the Sun are the two big ones. And those were also important because they're big all-star casts and they're just having the time of their lives on the screen.
Featuring stars like Daniel Craig, Ana de Armas, Jamie Lee Curtis, Toni Collette, and Chris Evans, just to name a few, seeing so many great performances on screen together brings the film up to a level of fun that we really haven't seen in quite some time.
Matter of fact, eat shit. How's that? Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit.
Smug smile.
Definitely eat shit.
The screenplay, written by Johnson himself, is clever and inventive, featuring twists and turns that you certainly won't see coming, including turning the idea of a murder mystery on its head. With a lot of heart and even more laugh-out-loud humor, Knives Out is a great addition to the catalog of whodunits throughout cinema history.
How was it?
The party? Pre my dad's death? Oh, it was great.
Color Out of Space. Nick Cage as an alpaca farmer? Color us interested. At least we were before our screening of Color Out of Space. Don't get us wrong, there's actually a few things Richard Stanley's long-awaited new sci-fi horror does right, but it's a bit of a mess getting there. Adapted from a short story by H.P. Lovecraft, Color Out of Space tells the story of a family living on a farm in Massachusetts, who begin to notice strange occurrences after a glowing pink meteorite lands on their property. Color Out of Space could have gone one of two ways. It would either follow in the Nick Cage fare that we got to see in Mandy, or it would become destined to get lost in time with some of Cage's most recent straight-to-DVD films. Somehow, this new movie falls somewhere in the middle, offering just enough unique sci-fi body horror craziness and Nick Cage memeable moments, while also falling flat in a lot of the more dramatic scenes. In other words, it's tonally a mess, but it's all in all worth it for the crescendo of an ending that the movie ends on. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Jojo Rabbit. No, this one doesn't have anything to do with that anime. Taika Waititi has made a name for himself in his native New Zealand, as well as within the MCU. But now he's back with a new satire that's edgy in all the right ways, and will most likely be fall's most talked about movie. Taika casts himself as Hitler, the imaginary best friend of a young boy named Jojo.
Let them say whatever they want. People used to say a lot of nasty things about me. Oh, this guy's a lunatic. Oh, look at that psycho. He's gonna get us all killed.
When the Hitler Youth comes face to face with a Jewish girl hiding in his attic, he's forced to confront the environment he's been brought up under. The movie never really goes all in on utilizing its shocking premise, which ends up being one of the movie's downsides. Taika is somehow underused to the point where we wondered why he was used as a selling point. That being said, the scenes where he does appear are laugh out loud funny.
I don't think I can do this.
Was? Of course you can.
What will end up selling the movie to skeptics, however, are the performances from all the child actors. They bring a lot of heart to the film and solidify the tone to make Jojo Rabbit a decently enjoyable time.
Nothing makes sense anymore. Yeah, I know, it's definitely not a good time to be a Nazi.
Jojo Rabbit was an amazing movie, but seeing Taika introduce the film on stage was even better. What did you guys think of our list? Let us know in the comments below or tweet me at Phoebe_WM. And don't forget to check out this video.